The Bank of England has just cut their rates from 5% to 4.75%. In this video, I want to share with you the 3 key impacts as a property investor and how you can actually move forward. So let's jump straight in. Key impact number 1 is lenders. Now, Bank of England base rate going down, you may think that actually that's going to affect lending and the rates are going to be coming down. But the truth is, there's a different system that lenders actually use when it comes to interest rate decisions. So it's really important that you understand that it's actually SONIA that many lenders look at. Now, SONIA is the benchmark that many lenders will use to lend money to themselves. Because what you've got to remember is much of the money that comes through to you through lenders, through mortgage lenders, for your buy-to-lets, for your HMOs, for your property investment, doesn't necessarily come from the Bank of England. It's large institutions across the country and across the world globally that actually lend that money. And what they're actually looking at is, like what I say, the benchmark SONIA. And this is what I'm hearing on the grapevine when speaking to CEOs of large mortgage firms and also business development managers in many different lenders. Now, the budget has also instigated some of these rate changes, and we'll discuss some of that on how you can get access to more of this as we go through this video. Now, if you're joining me for the first time, my name is Cam Dwivedi. I'm an investor developer over the last 35 years, and we're active in the market right now. And over the last decade, I've also trained over 200,000 people to help them to start and scale their property businesses. Now, what I'm hearing from lenders is that the heat is off the market. And because the market is now professionalizing, so whether you're starting in property or whether you're scaling, it's all about professionalizing. And lenders are finding that there are less people that are looking for the money to actually be lending. Of course, what is the lender's business? The lender's business is to lend money. And there are large tranches of billions of pounds that are sitting right now where the lenders want to make sure that they put that into the market. Now, some of the lenders are deciding to use this flexibility to actually reduce the margin themselves, like what I say, to instigate more business so that they can actually lend these large tranches of money. This is happening in the property market right now. And like what I say, it's the budget that has instigated this. Now, I've actually recorded a video training, which you can download for free right now. Now, I'm going to make this available to the first 100 investors, and then we'll take that video down afterwards. So if you would like to be one of the first to get this, there's a link on this page, and you can get this video training so you can really get the insights on how you can move forward with the impacts of the budget. And there's a lot more that's not been said in the budget that you really need to know. In fact, I can't put all the information here right now on this platform. They probably won't allow me, and I'm sure the government aren't going to be happy about how I'm going to share with you how you can actually move forward. Because like what I say, there's a lot there that's been said in the budget, and there's a lot that's been unsaid. Ways that you can move forward as a property investor, where you can minimize tax, where you can actually be buying properties, where you can create a real pension, where you can salvage your property investments that you've already got and make your property investment solid. Impact number 2, and this is all to do with the economy. Now, one of the reasons that the Bank of England, the 8 out of the 9 people voted for this rate cut, was because that they understand what the budget has delivered, because the budget is crucial to this. What they've delivered in that budget has instigated inflation rising. In fact, you notice it on that video training that you're going to download. I've already mentioned this and I've discussed this. You can get more insights on that. Now, that has instigated inflation rising. And if you look at inflation right now, the government are telling us that inflation is 1.7%. And by the end of the month, inflation is going to be rising by a further 0.5%. Now, if you assess that, that's over 33% of an inflation rise in terms of where we are right now. So what are the Bank of England doing? Because they can't be political, right? Apparently. They can't be political. However, they have instigated and tried to balance out the impact of this budget. Hope I'm making some sense for you here. So what you're going to be finding this time next year is that inflation is going to skyrocket. Now, as property investors, what can you do? Now, I can't give you any financial advice, but what we're doing in our property business is that we're looking at these rates, and we're actually looking at some of the tracker rates. So what we tend to do is we buy properties that need work on them, and we renovate these properties. And for these, we use short-term finance, and we also use tracker rates. And tracker rates right now, because of the Bank of England rate change, are actually going down. You're going to be seeing more of this happening over the coming weeks, that the interest rates have a knock-on effect, like a domino effect, where the lenders start to reduce their rates. You can actually take advantage of this right now. Now, what we're doing for the medium term is, personally, I tend to fix those rates, and we're looking at 5-year fixes, because right now what we're finding is 5-year fixed rates are very cost effective. Now, like what I say, I can't give you financial advice. I'm simply sharing with you what we're actually doing. Because the way we look at this, it's an insurance policy. Because over the 5 years, whether the interest rates go up or whether they go down, they tend to normalize around the 5 to 6%. And that's really where we are currently. Now, get some advice from your financial experts, and you may decide that over the medium-term plan, a 5-year fix works really well for you, where you have that insurance policy working in your favor. And the interest rates right now are more than reasonable. Actually, they're on the lower end. That's my view. Impact number 3. Now, you as a property investor, whether you're new or whether you're experienced, you have the opportunities that many people out there aren't going to have. So right now, there are some great deals that are out there. What we're finding is that, unfortunately, there's going to be even more repossessions. And what I'm hearing on the grapevine is that there are a lot of repossessions that are just being held back. There's a whole tsunami that's actually coming through. And one of the largest repossession companies, LSL, with many different brands that they have below them, are actually, if you look at the data that they've got, you'll find there's a lot of that happening. If you look at Skipton Building Society, one of the top 3 lenders out there when it comes to residential and investment properties in the UK, they have a large amount of repossessions that are flowing through as well. Estate agents, auctions. And right now is a great time to actually help people move forward and get on with their life and not get repossessed by dealing directly with the vendors. And all of this is happening right now. So if you can actually assess the insights of the budget that's been delivered and really understand the inner workings, this means that you'll be in a space where you can make informed decisions and actually utilize the massive opportunities that are in the current market right now. Now, in this short and sweet video, I've shared with you the 3 key impacts that the actual interest rates are going to have on you. And like what I say, the budget has instigated all of this. So if you'd like to know even more detail on how you can actually move forward, you can download this video training for free. For the first 100 investors, you can get this right now, which will discuss all about the budget and the insights and the detail on how you can actually move forward. It's Kamran Dwivedi helping you take your property investing to the next level. I'll see you soon.